Hey, what's going on, guys? This is Tech with Obit here. And I know this video is a little bit late. I do apologize, guys. I've been very occupied. A lot of work, a lot of stuff going on. But AT&T released its quarterly earnings yesterday or the day before at the time of this recording. So we had the fourth quarter results. AT&T did release their preliminary numbers. We just didn't have the financial results, but now we have those. So, overall, a great quarter for AT&T. I just want to summarize, what happened. They had a consolidated revenues of $41 billion. Cash operations $11.3 billion. Capital expenditures of $3.8 billion. $4.99 billion in cash content and content spend of $4.6 billion, and they have a little bit over $8.5 billion in free cash flow, which is very good for the fourth quarter. And for mobility, as you guys know, they added 884,000 postpaid net adds, 3.2 for the full year, and 1.3 million postpaid net adds, 4.5 million for the year, and the postpaid churn is roughly 0.85, 0.76 for the year. So very low churn, very good for AT&T. And operating income of 5.4 billion, which is up a little over 5% over year, and EBITDA is up 4.3, and the operating income margin of 25.3, and EBITDA service margin of 50.5%. Very good stuff from AT&T. And when we look at AT&T fiber ads, they added 271,000 fiber ads. They added 1 million for the year, and revenues up 1.4, and broadband revenues up 5.5%, and average revenue per user growth of 4.2%. So this is very, very good numbers from AT&T. AT&T stock didn't really react as much. JP Morgan yesterday, guys, I know this is not related to AT&T, but they went and downgraded Verizon stock to neutral. So a little bit unusual with the quarter Verizon did. But that's something that's notable here. I don't know how AT&T stock did. I don't even think it reacted as much. But, after the Warner Media spinoff, we're going to see AT&T, go really crazy. I expect them to, start building out the spectrum as they kind of wait for the radios, the dual radios to come out, so they could just build those at the same time, so they don't have to go to the tower more than once, because AT&T pretty much does that one-touch strategy. They just go to the tower once, rip and replace, and just put all the panels on at once. I think that's the approach AT&T is going to have. But of course, I think that's going to be bad for them as they kind of take a hit on the perception. They're going to be a couple months behind in terms of, the 5G rollout. They're just very slow. I don't even know how many pops they're going to be doing this year. We have no clue. There's no guidance on any number as of yet that we know. I've looked at other tech channels. They haven't said anything about how many pops AT&T is going to cover. So we have no clue yet what's going to happen for AT&T. But income revenues for AT&T was up in every business segment, as you guys can see. I will leave the link for this description in the link down below. This is the investors report. I mean, this is these are the notes that the investors get during the earnings call, or after. This is just a summary of everything, guys. But very good numbers for AT&T. I'm pretty much just summarizing, guys. What happened. AT&T had a very good quarter. And I hope they continue to keep growing. Their fiber is going to be their bread and butter, so look forward to seeing AT&T grow that fiber, and continue to expand on their fiber because they're doing it at a record pace. So AT&T is pretty much good. I think the only thing they're waiting for is the Warner Media spinoff to go to Discovery, and then we're going to see what AT&T can do. Now they're just going to be most of their capital investment is going to go towards the network, and other than that, fiber. So AT&T is going to have two things they're going to invest into: wireless and fiber. That's it. Nothing else. Nothing more. Big mistake for them to I wouldn't say really a big mistake, but I didn't think their premises should have been on buying up media assets, media companies. I thought they should have just focused on wireless this whole time and just be a pure wireless connectivity company solely this whole entire time. They would have been way ahead of the game. I thought AT&T had a lot of potential. Years ago, in some cases, T-Mobile was surpassing them. So, AT&T is going to really, really take a hit on the perception. T-Mobile is going to bring them the heat. Trust me, guys. T-Mobile is not playing around. They are going to bring the heat to AT&T. So, AT&T really, really needs to step their game up for real this time. After the Warner Media spinoff. So, I look forward to the upcoming spring when they will start rolling out that spectrum for the 110 and DoD auction. So, this is going to be a very exciting year, guys. A very exciting time in the wireless industry. So stick around, stay tuned, guys. Other than that, guys, let me know what you guys think about this. And I'm going to catch you guys on the next one. We out.